This many part series will continue for as long as this car has guts underneath and the rust doesn't beat us. Is it a slightly warped manifold? Who knows? Slightly warped cylinder head? Is it a exhaust manifold stud that is backed out just a bit, that the gasket then reseals something? I don't know. Is it a nut that is slightly backed out? Could be any of these things. But throughout all the temperature ranges and everything that I've done from the one tightening a long time ago, these parts are just updates, so what you can expect, because not everybody has more than one car, and I want people to be able to use these things while they wait and figure out what really is the problem when they have the money or the time to really do this. So fortunately on this car, when we do tackle this, it's going to be engine out. Okay, so we're going to see everything and I'm going to try my best to figure out exactly where the failure point on this car was. Just so, I don't know, there's something definitive. Or maybe I'll never find it. Maybe we'll just change a bunch of components and it'll get fixed. So now you'll see this clip later in the video. This will be the final cold start before cold weather to show you guys that the squeal has subsided from the many parts, I don't know, 6 or 7 that we've already had in the video. So this weird sound is here for after cold start, only on idle for about 1 minute. That sound you hear. Okay, so you guys heard that. Now, of course, I start filming after I start the car, but for the first time, there was no manifold squeal. I've not done anything to this car since the way back video when I tightened it once or twice. We're talking like 3-4 months ago. And the squeal has progressively disappeared. And the reason I want to do it now, you see the temperature, is if I were to wait till winter, then we'd have the whole discussion of is the temperature affecting the gasket and the whatever, right? The metals, whatnot. But it's still summer. And it's been a month now. I haven't posted a video because I wasn't sure. I am going to post on the forums to see what people think if they've seen this happen before. But the car has, you see, look at my temp gauge. I just turned the car on. I wish I had caught the start there. But there is little to no manifold squeal. If it comes on right now on cold starts, it's literally for 6 seconds, very faintly, and then it goes away permanently. Absolutely nothing once the car is warmed up on idle, and at throttle in any gear, zero manifold squeal. So I'm gonna make a post and let's see what happens. Maybe this self-healing thing has occurred to somebody else before, or maybe it's gonna come back and get worse in the winter. We'll see. Seeing that in my infinite wisdom, I didn't record the most important part, which was the start. I thought of making a video after that. After this, every time I get in this car right now for the next week, every cold start, every single morning when this car leaves, there will be a cold start video from inside the car because that's where you hear it. Maybe I'll hang it outside the door the way I sometimes do, and you'll hear it better with the mic there. Okay, so I wanted to make this clip before the car gets up to temp. This is the same start right now in this video, and you see that whole tick, 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 tick sound is completely gone. Okay, so once the car warms up, just about warmed up, it's totally gone. And for those of you tuning into the channel more recently, that check engine light is not of worry. Okay, there are no codes pertaining to anything important from that check engine light. I mean, I'm not saying not important. They don't matter. Okay, that check engine light does not matter. So it is important to tighten that bolt so that the door doesn't have weird sway. But one thing I didn't pay attention to was that both of those bolt things have stoppers. You can see the stopper more clearly on the bottom one. So if the door swings out too far, see, I'm gonna push it, those will not allow this plastic piece to break. So they designed this plastic because they knew that those metal stoppers would save anything. But still, don't take a risk with this, as these parts could be more interrelated than even what I'm saying right now. So the groan sound when it loads on the outside tire. All right, hopefully you guys heard it in that clip. That's a wheel bearing groan sound. So here's more of the groan sound. Car's been sitting for 15 hours, September 17, cold start. That's it, the squeal sound is gone. It was that short of a duration today. And see, it's most likely unrelated, but that sound is going to be here once it drops down on idle. And then once I finally drive the car for a short period of time, I don't know, 1 minute, once it's warmed up, that sound never comes back. So that's another new cold start sound, but it's hopefully something minor. We'll look into that. But that is not related to the squeal, most likely. So see, I pulled over to my warming up spot around the street, and it is, you can see the temperature gauge there. That sound that has almost completely subsided, so it's even quicker. It's going away than I was saying. That could be something really minor, but who's to say? Still September 17 cold start. You can see the temperature gauge has moved a bit more, and at this point that sound is completely gone. Absolutely no squeal at any RPM going forward using the car now. Still September 17th. Car is fully warmed up. No squealing whatsoever. September 18th cold start. Car has been sitting for 24 hours. Did you see that didn't even last for 2 seconds? The squeal. September 19th. So everything I said in the previous clip was correct, but my camera has the wind blocker on the microphone and the windows were up. The hood strut on the car is broken, so I can't do that smooth transition where I go outside so that you can hear the chirping from the exhaust manifold squeal. So what I'm going to do next is take off the wind guard, and we're going to just start the car with the windows down from now on for you guys to hear the manifold squeal that it's reduced. So car's been sitting for about 18 hours. You guys heard that. Absolutely no squeal today. was September, whatever the day after the clip before was, on a phone because I didn't have my camera. No squeal, windows down. And for the final clip in this part of the video series, I have the wind guard off of my microphone. We're gonna do windows down and we'll do a start. When I say start, obviously I mean cold start after about 15 to 18 hours, okay? So you saw there, absolutely no squeal today. Okay, so this is the same kind of clip thing. It's been like, I don't know, 1 minute since the cold start. That's that chirp sound that goes away also after cold start. So that hasn't gone away. No idea what that one is. Let's keep going with this car. She's still alive and on the road, and has surprisingly been going through the winters very well with the amount of rust it has on the rear underbody.